How many of you had heard about the non-compete agreement from the FTC? Basically, it had put in a rule that there could not be any new non-compete agreements after, I think, September 4th. And I got to looking because I've been seeing some in some people's contracts. And I thought, well, maybe they're not aware that there's a non-compete ban basically by the FTC. And I got to looking it up. I don't think it went into effect. I can't find where it went into effect. It looked like it was stayed. According to a report I found, this is through the website ORIC. It says the rule is blocked nationwide. August 20th, the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas in Ryan LLC versus FTC granted plaintiff interveners motion for summary judgment, holding that the FTC's non-compete rule is unlawful and ordering that the FTC's non-compete rule shall not take effect on September 4th, 2024 or thereafter. Unlike the preliminary injunction, which was specific to the plaintiff interveners, this ruling prevents the FTC from enforcement of the rule against any company nationwide. And I can understand to an extent, you don't want to train somebody and then they leave and you'll jump. But it seems like there could be other ways instead of the government intervening. You could have it in your contract. If you stay with us so long, then you're going to get this extra bonus money. Maybe you have, I don't know if you could have some special account set aside for that where there's money going in this account. As long as you stay with us after we train you for so long, then you get this extra money. And that would kind of keep people, some other company from seeing, oh, well, he's trained now or she's trained, so we won't have to spend our money to train them. They're already trained and we can just put them in our system and get them going as a salesman. Maybe it could be something in the insurance industry or something industry specific where you have to have a special knowledge. I see that probably mainly for someone in some type of a medical practice or dental practice or some type of insurance, which encompasses those two as well. It could be something specific in the fuel industry or something where you're trained, you come in and you don't really know anything, but they train you and they get you going. And then some other fuel company, some other practice, some other insurance company or something comes along and has a job opening. You check on that. Well, I can make, $20,000 more. Well, of course you can, because they know that you're trained, and it's probably hard to find somebody that's trained. So this other company has done spent, I don't know how much money training you for a year and getting you all up to speed on all the terminology and what the new laws are and all that. And then you jump ship to make more money. So I can see where that's unfair, but there should be some other incentives, or it's kind of like tariffs. It levels the playing field. You could say, okay, we're going to bring you in and pay you well, but you can make more. You can get an extra step up once we see that you're going to stay with us. But we're not going to train you. That part of your money that you're making now is because of your training. Salary basically is going into your training. You're getting a skill that you can take somewhere else, and we understand that. But we're not going to just put that money behind you and then a year from now you take off. That's the whole crux of the matter, is people don't want to have to do that. From what I can read here, there was a stay on the implementation of the non-compete ban that was supposed to happen September 4th. I don't know if they're going to appeal it or what. I don't read where the effective date went into effect. So it says employers should continue to monitor the Ryan LLC litigation for the court's decision on the motion for a stay of the effective date and preliminary injunction. So for now, I guess you can still have non-compete clauses in your contracts. I thought that had gone away. I kind of thought that was a good thing, because people do get trapped in some bad situations. I mean, you go and you learn all these things, then you get stuck with a bad manager and, they wreak havoc on your life and you can't get along with them, and a lot of reasons. And it's not the fact that you didn't appreciate what this company did for you and you don't appreciate the new role that you have. It's just that the people you're working for are unbearable or unpredictable in that industry. And you have another opportunity to use those new skills. I mean, because you take a chance too. So I can see it on both sides. You're taking a chance. I'm coming on to learn something new with you, and I'm hoping it'll be good thing. But if it's not, then I'm basically trapped and I gotta go find something else in a totally different industry, even though I might like this industry. I might like what I'm doing now, but I have to go do something else for a couple of years because of a non-compete. I'm not sure I think that's fair. Put your comments down below. Like and share this, and hit the follow button. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'd like to hear your comments about it and see what you think. I think the more we have government out of, I don't know if it's really called government though, a non-compete. I guess people just don't have to sign it. You don't have to sign the contract that says that you won't compete. I don't know. I could see maybe some type of a reasonable penalty or something that's less onerous. And a lot of them do have something, as long as you go, as long as you don't compete with another company in that metro area or geographic area, but I think if there's some type of a clause that says you can't compete in this state or something like that, or something where you have to drive like an hour and a half to go work somewhere else, don't know about it. And now, as far as insurance went, if you had learned to do insurance in one industry and you jump to another industry, I wouldn't think that you're really competing. So that could be something. You could take some of those skills and say jump from life insurance into auto insurance or something. And I'm not so sure that even though the auto insurance company may have a life insurance division that you could slide into after your non-compete's over, so I don't know, there's a lot of little caveats in there that you have to consider, but I just thought that was interesting because I kept seeing these people that had me look at some contracts for them and different things. It's one of my areas of expertise, I guess, is looking over contracts and trying to put my lawyer hat on. I'm not an attorney, but I keep seeing these non-competes, and I said, well, I thought they had gotten rid of that. That's my understanding, is that there were no longer any non-competes, but I kept seeing them. I thought, well, they just hadn't got the memo yet. Well, I guess I didn't get the memo that there was a stay from everything I can find here on that. And I don't know if it'll be appealed or any kind of legislation will take it back up, or the FTC will push back, or we'll see. Have a good one.